Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be discussing some of the specialized functions inside of WordPress. Now, as was mentioned earlier, WordPress can be used to create a number of different kinds of websites that serve different functions for you. Now, in order to figure out if you can download or purchase a solution, you'll want to use the following search parameters. Assuming that you want to turn your site into an appointment calendar, here is what you would search in Bing, Yahoo, or Google. You would search WP Theme Appointment Calendar, or you'd search WordPress Appointment Calendar, or even WP Plugin Appointment Calendar, or WordPress Appointment Calendar. So let's take a look. And you'll see these searches. WP Theme Appointment Calendar, and you'll see that there are about 789,000 results. WordPress Appointment Calendar, you'll see that there are 753,000 results. WordPress Plugin Appointment Calendar, you'll see that there are about 639,000 results. And WordPress Appointment Calendar. So you'll want to use these search parameters so you can find if there's going to be something available that someone's created for you to be able to use depending on what your function is or what your search parameters are going to be. Now in some cases, the solution will already be in the WordPress library and won't cost anything to implement it. And you'll see this may be the case if you go searching for something like a plugin. And when that is the case, you are going to need to be careful. This kind of solution relies on an open source model of support. That means that the user community may run into a problem and figure it out together. Now, waiting for this to happen, this could be valuable time that you spend doing something that may or may not contribute directly to your cash flow. Now, if the function is something you really want, your time will ultimately be more valuable than what you save in getting a free solution. If you can pay and get support, this may be the best way to execute the solution when you're looking for a specialized function. You can then spend your time using the tool that you purchase and marketing, rather than working with the technical aspects of getting it to work. Now here are some examples of different ways to reimagine and customize a WordPress site. You can purchase plugins that will turn your site into a survey mechanism or a quiz mechanism. You can even purchase a plugin that will turn your site into a book writing process. You can turn your site into a task manager using a theme and or plugin, a project manager, an e-commerce site, a business directory, a coupon site, a job board, or even an auction page. The one thing to note is that you can sometimes install WordPress on the same domain with different subdirectories. This would mean that you could set up a WordPress site on yourdomain.com and put an appointment calendar there. You could then set up a separate WordPress site on yourdomain.com/book or using the subdirectory and put a book writing plugin on that site. In other words, you'd have two separate installations of WordPress using two different functions. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to conclude this course and start with the question of whether or not you should include a contact form on your WordPress website. Now if you're going to sell things on your WordPress site, you may be considering using a contact form. In some cases, you can get a plugin that does this, as well as a theme with the function of contact form built in. However, WordPress's core functionality relies on your server to send email. In some cases, this email is easily blocked by internet service providers and ends up being undelivered. So you'll want to be careful about relying on a contact form using WordPress. This is especially true when you have prospects visiting your site and leaving messages. Now, there's a fairly technical setup that will allow you to use an email sender like Mandrill or SendGrid. And you can use these systems in conjunction with server-based technology like OS Ticket. However, if this is beyond your technical desire, it's better to rely on some kind of cloud-based help desk service such as Zendesk or Freshdesk. This will ensure delivery and help you to keep a record of your contacts and help you to respond quickly. In conclusion, as you can see, WordPress is customizable to what you need for communication in your business. You've seen specialized functions. You've heard the discussion on WordPress as a sales tool. And you've been given insight on using WordPress to train and track your team's activity. Documentation for public and private interaction was covered. And of course, a review was done of basic functions. You now know how WordPress can help you in your network marketing business. Now, you'll want to engage further so that you can learn exactly how to implement WordPress in your business. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course. Welcome back. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss using WordPress as a sales tool. Now, in the course of your business, you will need to be able to create attractive sales and bridge or bonus pages to accelerate a prospect's desire to buy from you. Now, doing this inside of WordPress can be challenging if you don't know some coding. Now, add to this the necessity of making your content mobile responsive, and you'd need a focus shift to create sales and marketing pages yourself. Now, marketers typically purchase third-party systems of either plugins or themes that will help them to create these pages. You may recognize some of the system names, such as OptimizePress and InstaBuilder. These systems and others like them allow you to use your WordPress website to host attractive marketing pages. Now, page builders typically come with a drag and drop capability of your being able to add in sales and marketing elements to create scarcity with things like countdown timers, to provide video with things like video players, to provide list building opportunities and different forms of opt-in pages and boxes. Note that in most cases, the blog page creating aspect is never going to be as strong as the feature to create sales and marketing pages when you buy these third-party tools. Now, each of these tools varies in complexity, and you'll want to make sure that you try to find the right one for you before you actually invest. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, in this video, we're going to be discussing using WordPress as a tracking tool. Now, one of the things you'll want to do is to track your team's activity by using your WordPress website. You'll be able to look at a glance at what the most popular information on your site is. You'll also be able to tell how much of your site's traffic is from those who are prospects versus those who are on your team. Now, there are a number of paid and free third-party tracking tools, but the most notable is Google Analytics. Google Analytics has a free version that they make available to people that want to track their site activity. In fact, you can make the integration simple by using the plugin system. Now, you can designate exactly what activity you want to track and have it sent to you on a regular basis. As you can see, there are reports on the dashboard, and then you can actually have those reports sent to you by email. Certain third-party tools can give you information on links that were clicked, as well as whether or not they interact with the content or not. Tools like the simple click tracker. Now, because WordPress makes it easy by allowing users to place embed codes on pages and posts, you can use Google Analytics or any third-party tool. Now, many autoresponder companies like Aweber have tracking codes that you can place on your website so that you will be able to see the interplay between your email and your website. And they make the code available in their reports area. Now, this is something you'll want to fit within the context of your business because there are technical aspects that can become a distraction to your core business activity if you focus on them exclusively. Okay, so with that,